Plaintiff Deneen Jones says she's here today in a last-ditch effort to get help for her 4 troubled teens. Deneen claims her sons are running the streets and bringing guns and drugs into her home, and she has the pictures to prove it. Deneen is suing her sons for emotional distress. Defendants Anthony, Dominic, Dion, and Antoine Thompson admit that they act up, but insist it's because their mother has turned her back on them. Dion says his mother even locks their food up so they can't get to it. So they were forced to turn to the streets.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Start with you.
Good afternoon, Judge. I'm just here today because I need your help to help me help my sons. My sister was killed last year through gun violence, okay? And I had watched a man through my window. I ran and caught him, though. I almost shot 2 of my boys. I went through the juvenile system down in Detroit. I went to the police.
From Detroit?
Yes. I went to the police station.
What did the juvenile system say?
They told me, these are my kids and you take care of them. And hit the thing. So after the juvenile court didn't help me, I went over to the 36th District Court. And I did. I might have been wrong. I just bust up in the courtroom because I just wanted the judge just to hear me, and then I was escorted out.
Did you file a petition?
No, I didn't. No.
You didn't fill out any paperwork first?
No.
Oh, well, that's why. Yeah, you have to petition the court. You have to fill out paperwork for a hearing on the guardianship of your sons. So that's the proper way to do it.
Right.
But tell me what they've been doing.
Okay, let's start. Antoine.
How old is he?
He's 16.
The 16-year-old. Mm-hmm.
Judge, I've been going through therapy for the last 16 years with my kids.
How old were they when you all began therapy together?
Antoine was 3.
Okay.
Antoine was diagnosed with ADHD.
Uh-huh.
Dominic was ADHD with a learning disability.
Okay.
And Dion, but every time I would try to get Dion help, he couldn't stay in school the whole day. He was, every week, Judge, he is out of school to where now in the last year and a half, he had been to either between 8 and 10 schools. I'm getting the help I need for Dion as we speak.
All right.
Don't get me wrong, Judge. I'm like that when I did go to the police station and then they try to be all funny about it, gonna say, well, put them in a system. I'm not trying to put my kids in a system.
Well, if they don't want to get help for themselves, because ADHD is what I'm hearing as the primary culprit.
Okay.
When the child has that, the child exhibits the exact type of behavior that you're talking about today. Defiance, troubled, don't want to go to school.
Setting fires.
In many instances, all type of troubled activities. Let me hear from them. Who wants to talk first? All right, young man, what's your name again?
Anthony Thompson.
Anthony, what you up to? What's your status in life right now? You're in school, where?
Cody High School.
Okay, I went there for a semester, but.
What happened?
They kicked me out for good. Then the next school I went to, Wayne Memorial, they kicked me out for good. Then when I went to Romulus High, they kicked me out for good. All this is between 9th and 11th grade when I just gave up on school. So we're together so far. What else? At least you're still in Cody, right?
Yeah, I'm still in.
All right, go ahead. That's a tough neighborhood.
Yes.
That's right next to the projects I grew up in, which says Herman Gardens. And that's one of the toughest ever, right? What type of trouble have you gotten into?
Like, the only trouble I ever got into that was like that serious was on my last year on my birthday when I turned 17. I some fat 300 pound 6'2" boy was trying to jump on my brother Antoine. So
you got involved, and then what?
And then some other boy had jumped in.
What else?
That's it.
All right, how you doing in school?
2.0.
All right, when do you graduate?
I supposed to graduate this year, but I had failed the 6th grade, so.
All right.
I'm graduating next year.
Okay, what are you gonna do after that?
I ain't decided.
All right, well, you need to start deciding and start looking into it, whether you're going to go to trade school, community college, or university, or what have you. So I'm looking for good things from you. Is he telling me the truth?
Yeah, but he also forgot to leave out that he had went to jail.
For what? For fighting?
Yes,
All
they
right.
consider
Where do
it
you
as
all
a
live? What
gang
neighborhood
fight.
you all live in?
Joy Road.
Joy Road and what? Right where I live?
Building. I ain't know.
Tough neighborhood, ma'am. I mean, they got so much pressure on them, so much violence
If they
going
just-
on.
Excuse.
Yes, sir.
And like you said, it be like so much stuff going on, and like some of the stuff that we do get into, like half of it don't be our fault. But when we come home with the problem, every time we tell her, or like every time we trying to express our feelings to her about the problem, it's always, I don't want to hear that y'all say bringing stuff to my house. You know what I'm saying? And then half of the time we don't even be at her house. We just telling you all just
Let me hear the next one. Young man, where you at? Where you in school?
Yeah,
Where?
in Troy High,
Okay, Troy High is a good school. How you doing there?
at 3.0.
All right, why'd you have to go there? Because you were kicked out of all the others?
No, just kicked out Cody.
You just kicked out of Cody for what?
Still in the jacket.
All right. And what type of problems have you given your mother over the years?
Been like running the streets,
Doing what?
like just selling like smoking and like selling drugs.
All right. Why?
We got to do stuff on our own to get what we need, and like she won't give it to
You
us.
bought all the shirts and pants? You all bought
Yes,
your shirts
yes,
and pants?
yes.
Every single one of them?
Yes.
Where'd you get your money?
Same thing.
Where'd you get your money?
Working at the gas station,
Where'd you get your money?
helping out people.
All right. See, they didn't have to. He works at the gas station, minimum wage. So it's just you all making those bad choices because you want to take the easy route out. If your mother can't afford to, that may have something to do with it.
No, She could have, but she just gave up on it. She never, she just ain't want to do nothing.
No,
for
she
us
didn't
no
give
more.
up on you.
I didn't give
She
up on you. I wouldn't be here.
That's why you're here now. That's why she went to the police station. That's why she went to the courts. That's why she got your counseling. She didn't give up on you. Giving up on you would mean that she doesn't care and she kick you out the house, not let you back in.
She ain't been providing for us.
Provide what?
What?
Like anything, like a parent's supposed to be doing.
Like what? Give me some examples.
Okay,
She
like-
doesn't provide food.
Yeah,
Does she provide you shelter?
yeah.
So why don't you all think your mom wants to do anything for you?
Because she got that husband of hers.
And what's wrong with her husband?
Ever since she got married to him, she been doing everything for him. She don't do nothing for us no more like she used to do. She used to feed for us. She don't used to lock her food up. Everything,
She locks the food up
in the
now?
garage and
Why?
refrigerator. Because she think we gonna eat it all.
Go ahead.
Our mother is supposed to leave the food in the refrigerator for her kids to eat, no matter if it
Not if
get
you
AR or
eating it all
not.
too quick. Not if she
Judge,
buy it one day and you eating it all
because
that
they
same
is not
day.
gonna go. They is not going out there getting high and go munch down.
I
my
don't
refrigerator.
smoke.
That's right.
No, you not
That's
gonna
right.
do it.
You don't
But
get
like you said, y'all
You know
smoking
what?
weed out there. I'm with her. You're not gonna smoke that weed
They get
and then
good
come
grades in
home
school.
and with the munchies and eat up everything that's in the refrigerator.
Judge,
Yeah,
can I
good grades
please
in school,
refer to
though.
something?
That don't mean you can engage in illegal activity.
I don't smoke or I don't do none of
Okay,
that.
but
Good.
Tank, don't sit up
Good.
here and act like I don't feed you. And Tank, you you is out of school. You just got back in school after a year and a half. You think I'm gonna go out and let you wear off some shoes that it ain't gonna
Anyone
happen.
been convicted of a crime?
Oh yeah, this Antoine's.
Tell me, who's been convicted of a crime? For what?
Assault.
Who else been arrested?
I've been arrested
For what?
for fighting.
Fighting? Is that it, ma'am?
No, where's your hand, Dion?
What was he arrested for?
He was arrested for theft. He had the nerve to walk all the way
What did
to
he steal?
a bike off the man porch while his screen door was open.
Sir? Young man? Is that true?
Yes.
Ma'am, let me just say, it is very common, unfortunately, in the environment in which they're being raised, violence is the most prevalent form of destructive behavior in the poor communities. And second is drugs and criminal activity.
But Judge, can I please present, this is my main concern. This is why I
What
need
is
your
it?
help right here. And I'm not, they can't come home with me now, I'm telling you.
Is this one of you all? She got a sawed-off shotgun? What you doing with that?
And they brought it in my house.
All right, well, you
Just to
are a
have.
criminal. When was this?
That was like a month ago.
Yeah, a month ago.
And then
You try to con me like you've been doing so well. And 1 month ago, you got a sawed-off shotgun in your arm with a hood over your head, looking like you're a straight-up street thug and behaving like one.
You can be mad all you want to.
2 more guns, and you haven't shown this to the police?
I just found it like 2 days before we got here.
They need to be off the street, man.
I know
they're your babies
That's why,
and all that, but they need to be locked up. They don't need to be on the street. They need to be locked up.
You see what I'm trying to say?
As we on the
When they
streets,
get
we get
locked
good
up,
grades
be
in school.
quiet. I'm
Get
talking.
grades,
Ma'am, let them get locked up. Let them get locked up and get raped a few times.
Look at that.
Then we'll see. Because I want them to know what gangsters get. Gangsters, they either go to jail, and young guys like you, they rape y'all repeatedly. Or they get killed, one or the other. But a lot of people try and suggest that I shouldn't mention prison rape often, but I mention it because that's what's happening, particularly to these young guys. And secondly, it should be a form of deterrence. If you know you might get raped repeatedly, yeah, they belong in prison, man. I'm in jail. Take these to the police department. Take them as soon as you leave here, as soon as you get back home. Take them to the police department and show them and have them arrested. We'll see then when they want to come out, what they want to do. Now, my mother had 4 boys. She would call the police on us.
I did.
You take them these pictures. Y'all real gangsters?
No. I'm not. I don't
What
do
you
that
doing
stuff.
with the guns?
I ain't had no gun.
Faking?
Man, yeah,
Why
I
you
guess.
trying to be
I ain't
no
touching no
good?
gun. I don't touch
Well,
drugs.
why do you have
Why
the guns?
'Cause they was
and the
in our
money,
house.
looking like gangsters.
I
And
had
bring
no
it
gun.
in my house.
I'm call the police on them. Take these pictures to the prosecutor's
I don't do
office.
nothing.
Young lady, did you want to say something today? State your name.
Angela Jones.
What do you want to tell me?
First of all this is crazy because Mama, she could have did something about this at home.
Like what?
Helping them with school. She don't be involved with their school at all.
They don't be in
I got him into the Troy school.
Doesn't look like they're in school to me. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
in
What
school.
else?
I can vouch for one. He want to go to school.
Okay, but it ain't his.
And he do
Quiet.
too. Ma, I didn't cut you off. Let me talk.
That's what.
This is really
That's
sad.
not what this reflects. This reflects they want to be
That's
gangsters
true too,
and dope
but
dealers.
I get up 6 o'clock in the morning, even though I got 2 jobs. When I don't go to work, I get up 6 o'clock in the morning, take him to school. Dominic go to school.
Right.
He get a 3.0.
Right.
And she mentioned all the bad stuff they do. They ain't said
Man,
once how
young
you sit
lady.
in your room and smoke weed and drink.
Judge,
She do
Judge,
it in
let
her
me show
house.
you.
They
Ma'am,
live
can you
there.
explain that?
Let
You
me
keep
show
talking about
you.
all this school. Explain all that.
Let me show you.
Explain these sawed-off shotguns, these rifles, this dope, all this money. Explain to me how these great students are here holding sawed-off shotguns, rifles, dope, and dope
Them guns
money.
belong to my uncle. They got them from his
Your
house.
uncle's not holding it. I'm talking about what I'm seeing here.
And I'm trying to get to the point
Go
how
ahead.
they got the guns.
Not interested in knowing where they got them. I'm saying
Got 'em.
why they have them. How do you explain that?
Because our
When
uncle
he
left them to us.
died,
I'm not asking how. I'm saying why.
Because when he passed, he wanted to give
I
them
didn't
to
ask you
us.
that, sir. Have a seat, ma'am. Have a seat. You all keep telling me where you got the guns. I don't care about where you got them. I want to know why you have them in your possession. You're pointing
What
them.
else they gonna
You
do
all
with
are
them?
either
Right.
drug dealers or you're faking like you are. Nobody made you put these guns in your hand, this dope, and this money. Ma'am, the criteria for a judgment for emotional distress is outrageous conduct that causes one to experience an excessive amount of stress. I'm going to conclude that that is exactly what is going on here. And I know you want me to help them. The best way you can help them at this point is have them locked up. That's the only way you can help them. All right? Call the police, go there, and they'll make them, the ones under 18, they'll make them wards of the state or put them on probation first. And when they violate that probation, then they'll remove them from the home. All right? So that's the best I can advise you. They're not ready for a training program. They're not ready for a mentorship program. They're not ready for any of this until they drop their guns and pick up their books for real. Not in here conning me. 5,000 for the plaintiff. Have a good day.
I love y'all, and this the only reason why I did. And it's the only reason why I did. Just because they wasn't going to listen to me, Angie.
You all right, Mom? When you do drink and smoke,
do you understand that they don't have nothing to
Mom,
do
when
with
you
nothing?
do drink and smoke, what happened? What happened?
go to
You
sleep.
know, you trip on this. That's what you
because
do.
you come and talk.
No, like, cause she brought all her evidence.
Right.
So I mean, we
You
couldn't
mad
say
at me?
nothing. No, I'm not mad at you.
But you took
You
that
don't see me-
evidence. That wasn't even no fair.
wouldn't even like.
Just don't say nothing. Just don't say nothing. Mom,
Angie.
ain't nobody mad at you.
I'ma help.
Shut up.
I'ma help myself. Okay.
Mom, be quiet. Ain't nobody mad at you. It's just the point, dog. All right. All
Well,
right,
you-
we know what we did, but you ain't say what's your part.
I'm
you
grown. I'm 42 years old.
But every
And in
time
my
every time
own
you
home.
drink, you get mad at
Every
us.
time I drink, I turn on my
No,
radio.
you don't.